I've been thrifting for as long as I can remember. Like, it was always a really good way to, you know, find really cool clothes when I didn't have a lot of money and I couldn't really afford to like go and pay for designer pieces. I could just find them myself. So
Good. What's your name?
Emily.
Emily. All right, Emily. So, you have a whole vintage store. That is so cool. So, when did you fall in love with this, like, vintage? Like, you was like,
it's kind of been a long time. I got like really passionate about it, I would say like 2 to 3 years ago now, and that's when I got more into like the vintage scene and coming to pop-ups and everything. But I've been thrifting for as long as I can remember. Like, it was always a really good way to, you know, find really cool clothes when I didn't have a lot of money and I couldn't really afford to like go and pay for designer pieces. I could just find them myself. So that's how it's kind of worked out for me.
Okay. So what would you say some of like your favorite pieces are? Like, what are some of the favorite pieces that you like to have in your store?
I really love like the 70s, and I've been on like a really big skirt thing now, so I have like some cool like very 70s skirts.
Okay.
And like some more like western pieces from the 70s as well. Like, these are a couple really cool pieces I like.
Okay, good.
So that's what I've been kind of like gearing towards lately, and then because it's been hot, I've been trying to get some just like really light pieces that you can just kind of throw on.
I see you got these cool tags that you made. You made these yourself?
Yeah, so I got like someone off Etsy to make me a stamp. Okay. And then I just ordered some like tags and I just put them together myself.
That's cool.
I just like the way they look. Like, it looks a little more personal that way.
Yeah.
To have like those little like burlap kind of tags going on. Looks very handmade.
No, that's why I like it. It do look homemade. That's what it's definitely very more personable.
Yeah. It takes a long time.
Nah, it's worth it. Yeah. So far, how many pop-up shops have you done so far?
I have no clue.
Oh, a lot. Okay, you done a lot.
A lot, yeah.
Okay, that's dope.
So I've done quite a few like smaller ones. This is my second one with Georgia Vintage Goods, who we're here with today. And then I've done quite a few with Vintage Connect Con. So I've done actually Connect Con, and then I do a couple pop-ups at like Pure Taqueria. And then I've done ThriftCon a couple of times. So I've done ThriftCon Atlanta and ThriftCon Philly.
Oh, Philly. Oh, okay, Philly. Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, so, and then I think like, yeah, one other that was just in like Decatur. That was more like a local kind of like farmer's market, art pop-up. So
okay.
Definitely a mix of stuff.
Nice. I think I know the one you talked about in Decatur, because they be having a lot of different festivals and stuff like that.
Yeah, they do. Like, I'm pretty sure they're every weekend they have like they run a pop-up, one in Decatur and then one in East Point.
Oh yeah, East Point. I know you're talking about. I've been in that one too.
So I've been to both of those, and I like that one. It's a little smaller.
Yeah.
They're easy.
Yes.
They got a lot of shade there, I like that.
Yeah, facts.
So yeah, I like these like smaller pop-ups. You get to like talk with people a little bit more. You have a little more time.
True.
Sometimes at like ThriftCon, some of the bigger events, you're like really rushed, but I like these ones. Like, I get to kind of actually meet people and get to know them.
Okay, that's cool. So right there, is that a dress or is that a nightgown?
It's like a nightgown.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a vintage nightgown, but like you could totally wear it.
Yeah, you could wear it. No, you could wear it. That's why I was looking.
Especially today when you need some breeze.
Facts, exactly. Well, is these bags right here, is this like a specific price like range for
No,
these?
they're just like some jeans. I was just trying to, I didn't bring enough like hangers, so I'm trying to clear out some space because I feel like skirts are gonna kind of be a better vibe for today with how hot it is. So I wanted to make space for the skirts.
sad.
So I had to put some jeans away.
Would you say you would like you would want to your own vintage store one day, like an actual storefront?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think that's everyone's like dream here though.
Yeah.
Is like hopefully someday. My goal is right now I'm gonna try and get into like more wholesaling and get into like a lot of shops do like where you can rent out a rack basically. So that's my goal right now, and I need to get better about like my online presence.
I got a journal too.
So those are my goals. Once I get that, hopefully shop is in the future at some point.
Yes, no. The shop is gonna be, you know, A1. That's gonna be dope once the shop come.
Yeah. It's a lot of work though.
Yeah.
But it's like
That's the
something I
thing.
enjoy doing, so.
Exactly. So what are some of your favorite like places to source your clothes? Like what are some of the shops you like to go to?
So, I mean, I think everyone loves the bins.
The Bins, I haven't been yet.
You haven't?
No, I heard about it.
I have been, but I don't go very often just because it's kind of far away from me. But when I go,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, just the local thrift stores has
Yeah.
been my best bet. Like, especially, like, I have a pretty good relationship with, like, a lot of the thrift store owners in the area. So, like, I can pull up and be like, oh, hey, Emily.
Yes.
Got some stuff in the back.
Yeah, that's a good relationship.
Yeah. So, I mean, but those are like, you always find like more unique pieces. Like the bins are like a really good way to find kind of like your mid shit. But when you're going to like North Georgia and you could find like these old country people like running their stores, you find like way more unique stuff. And I feel like a lot more higher quality stuff. So, like, that's where I prefer. I feel like that's just the best place for me.
Oh, that's cool. So, what would your advice be for a up and coming person that wants to do vintage, or somebody that wants to get into vintage? What would your advice be to them?
It's not that hard to get into. I know it feels like there's like this huge barrier, but the only difference between me and somebody coming into my shop and looking at it is that I signed up for a booth and you didn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, just find like your niche, find something that you're passionate about. Don't try and copy anyone else. Like, I kind of learned my lesson when I first started getting into it. I was like, oh, I need to have men's clothing, I need to have women's clothing, like I need to have something for everyone. And I realized like it's just not the case. Like if you walk around and you walk into each person's shop, you'll see what they're passionate about. So like they're not trying to like please everyone.
Exactly.
And so once I like stopped trying to please everyone, I just focused on like the stuff that I love. The people that walk into my shop can realize that I'm passionate about it. You know, you're way more likely to do better and sell stuff because people buy passion. They're not just buying, you know, what you're selling.
That's dope. That's dope.
That's my biggest advice. Just stay true to yourself.
So, Emily, what would you say is your day in the life process for a vintage owner? What do you do in a day in the life for your
like,
store?
a pop-up?
Yeah, for your pop-up or just in general your vintage store.
Yeah, so like this morning, for example, I got up at like 6 or 7 and then get ready and make sure I look nice. And I have like a shed where I keep everything. So I drive up to that and I load everything up.
Okay.
I drive over here, grab some snacks on the way.
Okay.
And then I set up everything and then I'm pretty much just here all day. I just kind of chill out, chat with some people, you know, sell some stuff hopefully.
That's dope.
And then after I'm done, I clean up, I go home. A lot of times I try, my tradition is to grab like Korean barbecue if I've had a good day and I can afford it.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
That's usually like my process.
Where can the folks find you at? Like, where can people find you at? Like, how can they reach you if they wanna shop with you?
Yeah, so like if I'm not in a pop-up, usually Instagram's the best way to get to me. So my tag is Emily and Vintage with a dot in between each word. And other than that, I'm usually at a pop-up at least once a month. So I try and make sure that I get out enough so that I can, you know, still kind of communicate with people and see people. But yeah.
Alright, dope.